Hello again, Jen, the Taxidermy Witch. We're here to talk about some of my spirited things and some of the things I use to channel that aren't spirited, okay? Before I forget, I want to talk about the two that are behind me here. This man with obviously his stuff there, and this little woman figure here. I got these from one place, and it was an antique shop that was going out of business, and I wanted those pieces to be loved. They're all cracked and barely holding together. I just love them. They've been through so much. They've had a lot of energy, and it's all positive that I could feel. So, pardon, I use them for fertility work, okay? When I'm doing something, I will take them down, and I will put them next to me, get their energy. If I'm not feeling that energy that day, move on. So that's those pieces. And then I wanted to talk about, in the last video we talked a little bit about Tootsie. She's very feminine. She likes to have her nails painted, you know. If my taxidermy's feminine, I sure do let their spirit shine through. So, love you guys. This piece likes to have a piece of jasper in the mouth, which is fantastic. And this was a gift from a family member. It was just a souvenir that was going to junk, and they knew that I would like it and brought it to me. Energy was good, kept it. So something I might use a gator for, you know, gators are a little bit more vicious a lot of the times, you know, but I think that when I feel the energy, like, deep down inside, they're a bit timid, you know? So use it what you think you want to use it for. She's quite sweet. So I use her a lot in kind of, like, attraction spells. She likes the color red, holding the jasper again. So, yes. Lovely, lovely Eleanor. And then, here I have my two doll heads that are normally just here behind me where this candle is. And no names ever came to me for them. The way that I got the names from these ones were just through intuition and or meditation, but these two were just intuition. I knew right away they were feminine. I knew right away, within a day or two, what their names were of coming to me. These ones I tried for forever, and forever they'll just be the girl and the boy. They were gifts from, excuse me, this was a gift. And this I found at a yard sale. So again, things that were probably going to go to forage, and I'm saving them, and positive energies, keeping them and using them in my craft. So they don't like to be used for fertility work. They like to be used for things like friendship. I feel like that both of these dolls were treated poorly in their time on this plane in these dolls, and now I can finally treat them happily. So things that are really positive, I'll use these for, you know, attraction, friendship, not love, not fertility. They don't like to be used for fertility. They don't. Alright, on to my next thing, which is a little funny. This is Cowboy Bob, I believe, or Cowboy Bill or Cowboy Bob, I can't remember his real name because I call him Sheen. But he's a character from a Pee Wee Herman, Pee Wee's Playhouse, like back in the day. And I got him when I was like 7 or 8 years old, and I used to hold on to him when I was scared, and he used to make me feel better. And for all of this time, you know, 20 plus years, I've not been able to get rid of him. Every time I tidy up, I'm like, no, the energy's too great, I need to have him with me. So, and for some reason I've never lost him in all that time, you know, so that means something to me too, and I love that, so I'm such a good guy. I call him Sheen because he reminds me of Charlie Sheen, and I used to watch a lot of Stephen King movies when I was little, and The Dead Zone, Charlie Sheen's in, so I really like that movie. Thank you, Sheen. So, the next thing that I want to talk about is something that's not exactly, like, conventional, not that these are, oh my gosh. I'm talking about this next, but first I have to tell you, because I'll forget, because I already did this, because I was going to forget. Here is my lovely lad, and he has lipstick on the top of him, that's funny, from the last time that I gave him a kiss. And so far, you know, I've just been calling him Edward because he's kind of like pale, skinny, and scrawny. But I don't know if that's his name. However, he is the kindest spirited mannequin I've ever run into. Actually bought this mannequin online, and I was going to use it in a piece of like conspiracy theory art for a client, and cover it, paint it, you know, things like that, and pass it on. But when I got it home and I unwrapped it, and it didn't even feel like it needed a sage. It needed a hug, you know? And my daughter, who's nearly 12 now, she, like, doesn't really like all this stuff a lot, but she's not afraid of it by any means. Some mannequins, she's like, Mom, not in the house. And I'm like, got it. If you don't like the energy, I get it, because she's a different sensitivity than I am. But she saw this one, and she's like, he can stay. And she knew it was a, well, obviously it's a boy, but it's a child, so I mean, but she's like, he can stay, he's okay. And I was like, right on. So yeah, so Edward until further notice, and he's a cool kid. I like having him around. He actually stays in my room on the other side behind the camera, so he kind of watches me while I film, but I wanted to bring him out for today. So the next thing I want to talk about are other things that you can channel with that have so many energies attached to them. This is one of my favorite things, and it might sound completely ridiculous, and that is okay, because magic is what you make it, and witchcraft is what you make it. Think of the item, you guys. This phone was probably, I mean, it's a fully brass phone. It's a good weapon if you are, you know, a single lady alone in your room or something. You could really fight off a burglar, but I'm just saying, the precious metals themselves, the brass, amazing. I love brass and copper. The piece where you speak into your wishes, your dreams, your thoughts, your angers, your everything, you're dependent on this. Someone was dependent on this, and there's so much energy attached to that. So many people were dependent on this, and, you know, they listened here, they spoke here. So you can do spells typing in numbers on this. You know, you can make it anything you want, but generally I will use this if I'm trying to communicate with something and I just can't get through. I know, bring the literal into the silly, but it honestly works for me, and it's whatever works for you. So for me, this is super old, so much energy attached, and it looks so cool. It usually sits right up here on top of this. You can only usually see the bottom. And the last thing it looks like I've got to talk about has to do with this same thing. So this is a road opener oil I'm starting, and it has a key in it. Now, you want to have a key that you've used. A lot of people say that you can have any key that's been used. Sure. But if it's a key you've used to open doors, how much more literal is that for you and for your situation, for the craft and everything? So I will definitely make a video tomorrow. I'm very tired today. I made, I think, 5 videos today, so I'm working hard for you guys. Please like, share, and subscribe, because I love you, and I want to make a big community here where we can talk about loads of things. And I want to make requests for you guys on videos and answer Q&A. That's going to be my very favorite thing to do, and I know that it's going to happen. I just can't wait until when. So, much love and joy. Blessed be. I love you, my sisters, my brothers, the children out there, the parents out there, the nans, all of you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for coming home to the flower, my beautiful bees. Until next time.